Hi, I'm live, and I just found out, like, in the last 15 minutes that things are looking a little bit better. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. I haven't looked at my Stream Elements dashboard at all since the stream, before the last stream, but I set up a notifier through the bot so that I would know if a tip came in or if bits came in, because I already had one for if subs came in off stream. Except I made a small typo. So I fixed the typo. I was actually, I kind of wanted somebody to test it, but I wasn't going to ask somebody to actually tip, like even a couple of dollars to see if the notifications worked, even though I am in need of help right now. I'll get to that in a second. But I went to edit some stuff on the computer because if you can notice, I've adjusted the total in the bottom left hand corner because I did some maths and just to get me through the next week or two. I don't need the full 500. 500 is like the next month. But yeah, so I I went to fix that, but I opened the wrong file. And I ended up opening the file of all the tips because I do have a list of all of that. It's part of how I keep track of everything on the bot side of things. So I accidentally opened that file and I noticed that the latest tip was not what I was expecting it to be. It's like, wait a minute, what? So I had to scroll down and look through the history, and there's two new tips. So yeah, as I showed just before I started talking, there were two tips, one from Geek Nation and one from. This is half the reason why I had to replay them. One from Penis, Pines. Text to speech always does a wonder. Always does wonders with his name. It's absolutely wonderful. But yeah, thank you both for your contributions. It helps a lot. I mean, that puts us already over halfway to what I need for the next couple of weeks. And again, to reiterate why this is even a thing, for a little while now, not too long, I've been expecting a bill because of real life stuffs going on that I'm not going to get into. And the bill showed up Tuesday, and it was a lot more than I was expecting. A lot more, fair bit more. Depends on your point of view. As somebody who doesn't have a lot of money, it was a lot more. And it's pretty much emptied my bank account. Because, again, turns out streaming for a couple of years, at this level, drains your bank account faster than it refills it. Yeah, this is why it's not advisable to do streaming full time. I'm not even doing it full time, but I was thinking I had a bit more time before I needed to panic. Nope. Time to sound the alarm and panic because I got bills coming up next week and I can't fucking pay them. So, thus why I put out the string of tweets on Wednesday. Thus why I started asking for help. I was a bit panicky the other day, and I can tell because, there are certain things that start to happen when you get extra stressed out. Yeah, those things have been happening. So, I took a few minutes yesterday to just take a look back through things, figure out what exactly I need to pay, because, I actually forgot it. Just a couple of days ago, my Pokemon Home subscription renewed. So, yeah, that one slipped under my radar. Fortunately, it was only like $15. $15 I could have put towards something more important, but also considering how many Pokemon I have in there, I know it's stupid, but I wasn't willing to let that one slip. Plus, at that point, I don't think I could have refunded it anyway. So, is what it is. But anyway, so I went through that, and basically the next, I don't even remember at this point when exactly the next bill would be due that I might have issues with. But this gets me through next week easily, thanks to those. Well, no, it doesn't get me through the next week easily. It gets me through part of the week. Or maybe it does get me through next week. I could look it up, but I'm not gonna say exact specifics on stream. But it definitely helps. It might get me through a little bit, but it's over halfway to what I need to ensure I get through, like, to the end of this month, roughly. And more importantly, I don't expect to continue getting enough off of the stream to be able to just not worry about it. This buys me more time to figure stuff out off stream. This buys me more time to sort things out so I can get another source of income, whether temporary, one time, or, something more permanent, and resolve this. Because obviously, we live in a world where shit is fucking expensive as hell, and so you need to be earning a certain amount if you want to actually make do. And this ain't it. I like streaming, but this ain't it. Not the way I do it. So, yeah. Thank you again very much, Geek and Pepinas. Your help is appreciated greatly. We are over halfway to making things a bit comfortable for a short while. Sure, let's go with that. Yeah, I don't know. I hate asking people for financial help. And if you're thinking, wait, don't you live with your parents? Why don't you ask them? Yeah, that's the one thing I try not to do, because I'm living here rent free. Asking them for financial help is not great. Not that asking random strangers on the internet is any better, but that's just how things go. Anyway. Yeah, my mind is all over the place this week, in case that's not obvious. Shall we get to some trucking? Get back to the distractions. I could finish the PowerWash Sim stuff at some point. Not right now. I want to do some trucking. I've got my wheel set up, so we're gonna truck. We are going to truck. I need to actually get it launched, and what got added to my inventory? Oh. Playing some golf with your friends earlier. That's cool. Got a new thing. Play American Truck Sim. Yes. The first time I played it since 2020. I'm playing ATS instead of ETS tonight. Because I want to. Oh, and there's... excuse me? It definitely not a new profile. Ah, nuts. I am not starting over. Also, the music is playing, so that's great. Fortunately, you can only hear it through my mic at worst. Excuse me while I just go and try and find my save files on the laptop, hopefully. If not, they're almost certainly on my external drive somewhere. But that would require me getting up and plugging that in, so hopefully I can just remember where this stuff gets put. Where actually does it get put? Is it under documents? I have a Planet Coaster folder on my laptop for some reason. Hey, where is my mouse? There it is. Okay, so I don't have it on my laptop because there's an ATS folder now on my desktop and it was just created. But there's not one on my There's not even an ETS folder on there. What the hell? There's a Linux thing though. Really? Oh shit, I can just access the Linux subsystem straight from File Explorer. That's nice. I thought that was a feature they added at some point. Alright, I gotta get up and hook up my external drive, because again, I'm not restarting. I have a nice truck set up with lots of... Yeah, we're just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Alright, I am back with the drive hooked up. I got distracted slightly by a cat meowing out in the hallway. In here? Probably? How did I launch it in 2020 and not have the user folder persist? Guess it's this probably? There's a folder. Oh yeah. Yep, that's the folder. Alright, that's gonna take a second. Okay, it didn't take that long. Yeah, I've got a profile folder dating all the way back to 1.0.0.4. The backup profile folder. Curious that I don't have one from 1.0 unless 1.0 wasn't what actually shipped, or maybe they released an update during launch week, because I didn't play ATS when it first came out. I waited until the weekend because it came out on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. But I was in college at the time, so I waited until the weekend to play it. February 6th, I think it was, that I played. Which, by the way, we actually just passed ATS's 7th? 7th anniversary? Birthday? Whatever you want to call it. Well, Friday was the 5th, looking at this, in 2016. Either way. Big folder is when in. Drive is disconnected on Windows' side. Game is relaunching. And it launched at 1080p. Game upgraded to a newer version. Yeah, this is definitely 1080p, but it's well, okay, it's not uncapped, but it's going to 144 FPS, that's for sure. Just looking at my mods list. Because I've got a lot of mods installed and I don't think most of them would work. Just take you and remove you and what else? I'm gonna leave all of those alone because those should be fine. I know you can't see anything. Oh, confirm changes. I just want to change settings while I'm here. Yeah, resolution. How about 2560 by 1440? Right off the bat. And if this is anything like ETS, I might have to drop the refresh rate down to 60. Yeah, everything's on like medium low. Let me just... Is there any preset that I can just quickly... Yeah, ultra. And then switch it back to advanced. Scaling high? Let's not do the scaling. Funnily enough, high is not... Or the ultra setting is not fully maxed out. It's close, but some things are left a little low. Or lower. Okay, I guess that applied. Let's see, let's switch over to here, and then take the... Sure, I'll just change the ETS to capture to be ATS, why not? Then I need to... There's the game. Even scaled it right, how nice. To go and add the game. I'm not getting massive amounts of coil whine being tabbed out of ATS, so that's good. Okay, now there should be game audio, not that there's any audio at the moment. No audio at the moment. And shall we continue? There was audio. Main save, yes. You can see I played it briefly on 2020. In 2020 and the previous time was in 2019. And then 2018 and then 2017. Main save crashing. Yes. Yeah, just continue without them. Don't worry about it. Hopefully this still loads. That'd be very annoying if it wasn't. Also, I need to actually enable the game audio for you guys, because otherwise you can't hear it. Yeah, content changed. I'm back in California. Found a bunch of stuff. Game change, that's expected. I got an achievement. Got an email? Oh, special transport garbage. Okay, I must have had some fun in the past if I'm $618 million rich. Let me make sure that my controls are actually bound correctly. This is not actually the controls. Down here is. The main thing is making sure that, yeah, inverted and centered, because if I just have this on normal, it's always on. If I put it to inverted, it actually is working just fine. Inverted and centered. Okay, so I actually want it on inverted, because that's me barely pushing on the pedal, and that right there is me maxing it out. The brake is good. You can always press it more so that it's a little better. Because, of course, this brake is meant for racing, not for truck driving. And then the accelerator, likewise, is good. Wheel is good. Shifter looks good. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 19 and 20, that's good. Automatic gearbox, huh. Although, that being said, I think on this truck I actually want to use an automatic. Color feedback, I don't know what that means. What about gameplay? Is the truck set to be stable? There's definitely things that have changed since I last looked at this. Huh. Interesting. Small roads. No thank you. Random parking. Random road events, sure. Detours. Rain is none. Disable with oh, those are the things that blocks off the areas, yeah. Real automatic. Sure. Because I have a truck that the transmission is a 26 speed and I can only do 24. The problem is I only want 25th and 26th. I don't want 24th and lower. So, it's a bit dumb, but ability is maximum. Drive shaft torque, I don't know what that does. Rain sensor, no. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. Open chat with activate. I definitely want that disabled because that does push to talk. Not that I'm going to be doing convoys because I have a whopping, well, technically 4, but 3 DLC states. The 4th is Arizona, but everybody has that. So I am not going to be a lot of fun to play with because I'm very restricted in where I can go. Oop. You can see I can go up there, and I can wrap around down to there, but all these other states I do not have. And given my current financial issues, I don't want anybody gifting them to me either. If you're gonna waste money on me, waste it in a way that's actually useful to me, you know? I talked about that at the beginning of the stream, and I'm in a much better position now. Still not quite where I need to be just to get through the next couple of weeks, but again, I talked about that at the beginning of the stream. Shall we get trucking? I guess. Job market. Yeah, freight market. I don't know if I actually have trailers in this. I'm back in Bakersfield because that's where I started off. There is an event going on. I didn't sign in. I don't really care to do it. I had enough of that with the Christmas stuff. Where does this go? New Mexico? How about up to Washington? I've never actually been up there. Like, seriously, look at my road. Okay, I've been up there a little bit, more than I remember being, but not much. I've never been to there either. So, let's go up there, shall we? Oh. Always make sure to choose the right place. Hopefully the volume level is fine, because I don't actually know.
Let's do this. I gotta get home in time for Maury.
Okay, so my gear shifter is essentially acting as a, reverse does nothing. Yeah, it's essentially acting as a sequential. So third puts it forward a gear, fourth puts it backwards a gear. And before I forget to do this as well, let me just adjust the lights to make sure that the auxiliary lights are on because I don't think it makes that much of a difference here, but you know. Also, if I remember correctly, my horn is not as impressive in this. Not as impressive. Oh, parking brake. I'm using the clutch as if it matters.
Turn right.
can't hardly hear the truck engine. Yeah, so this is why I want the automatic, because, this engine is kinda dumb.
That's right.
And the transmission is also kinda dumb. Holy crap, I cannot see anything. Using the brake to get it around some of these turns. It is very dark right now. Oh yeah, that's a thing in this game. It's kind of like a CVT once it's in the highest gear. It's just rev the engine and it goes eventually. Just doing 120 some miles an hour off-road, as you do. I don't think those actually have an effect on your truck. This is the one danger of not doing the online stuff.
Exit right.
Because I'm allowed to just do this and go very, very, very fast. Okay, let's stop. Truck, come back.
Get ready to turn right.
I'm already out of the lower gear and into the higher gear. How far do I have to go to get this damn delivery? The truck does not accelerate that fast. But it's fast enough. I don't have the button bound to lower the window in this game. I have played much less of this than I have ATS, or ETS2 rather. This is very dangerous.
Turn right. You have arrived to your destination. Your route guidance.
Yeah, you know the first 24 gears are useless when the game doesn't even use them. What sort of variations do we got? Oh, it can be enclosed. It can be a double. Oh god, no. No. Let's not do that. Not with this truck. Not with this truck. Not for the first delivery. Just stick with what it's suggesting to use. Yeah, that'll end better. I wonder if the engine sounds are broken. Maybe that's why. Maybe the engine... Why did I go into gameplay? Audio. Give me that turbo. It's probably not going to do anything. Notice how the music volume is muted. Little DMCA. I'm using the clutch. I don't need to use the clutch on this. I just went to put it into reverse.
Time to hit the road. Don't you get no crumbs on my back seat.
Let's see, what engine do I have in this? Is this... This doesn't show it. Where can I see that? Can I see that here? Yeah, 2,000 horsepower. 6,800 or 9,500 foot-pounds of torque. 12,880 Newton meters at 1,100 RPM. Also, yeah, the Sanic 26 speed. I want to go fast. Oh, it started out in 24 with the load. That's right. I remember it doing that now. 24 is better than 25 when you actually have something attached. But as soon as you get going, it shifts up to 25, and then once you hit about 45 or so, it shifts up to 50.
Turn left.
Takes a bit longer to accelerate with a load, and I think this was a... Hey! Shooting star! This was a fairly heavy one. What an underwhelming horn compared to what I have in ETS2. Just... Still kinda loud. And yeah, no, the engine sounds for this mod are definitely broken. So just pretend it's electric. That's why it's so quiet. It's also why it seemingly only has like 2 or 3 gears. Technically I want to be over here. So I'll obey the law. Stay over here.
Turn left.
Oh good, I gotta be stuck behind this guy. Technically I think I should have let that other guy go, but whatever. I will have to stop for fuel at some point. What route am I on now? Is this I-5? I have no clue. There we go. No, is that not what I have it bound to? Oh, it's that. Okay. So busy focusing on setting my cruise to be stupidly high that I'm not paying attention to where the traffic is. Yeah, hi, this is how I play Truck Sim. I drive at silly speeds when the game lets me. And in ATS, I have even sillier mods than in ATS, which allows me to do really silly things. And yet, I haven't actually been in an accident yet.
Rerouting.
Can I get rid of the camera tilt? Hold up. Would that be under gameplay? See if that does it. Maybe that's literally just the truck tilting? I don't know.
Never mind, sugar. I'll find us a new route.
Whee! Oh,
Finding
that's
new
a
route.
solid divider. I don't think this is Route 5.
Find a new route.
Not, sorry, Interstate 5, I-5. That does resume my cruise control. Ah, I'm going
Go
back
straight
into
on.
Bakersfield.
That's
That makes sense. How have I not taken damage from anything thus far? It's such a sad sounding horn. Also, I remember seeing an accident right there at some point very early on in the game. Good times. I feel like this truck has more stability than the Euro truck does. Please slow down. This is Route 99. Set the cruise, so I should probably set it much lower. But what fun is that? Oh, don't tell me. Why is the rumble strip on the line? I thought we were in the US. Or does California actually put it on the line? I don't remember, because I've only been there once in my life. And that was 2018.
Go straight on. That's right.
I don't think this truck can hit 200 miles an hour, but I definitely have had it above 150 before. Damn horn. I don't know if I can make this turn. Let's see. Yeah, I can make it. It's gradual enough. Okay, I can't make it. Don't roll.
Go straight on. That's right.
That's right.
Go straight on. That's right.
This is just silly going this fast on the state highway. Not even an interstate. Nice straight bit of highway here. How fast can I go? Is 144 as fast as you're gonna go? Maybe if the road's going downhill. Yeah, 145, 46. Looks like you're practically standing still. I've definitely gotten it above 150 before, but that might have been without anything in tow. You make great time this way. Oh, it would be nice if I had better headlights.
Go straight on. That's right.
I don't have the luxuries of having the entire front of the truck to just pile lights onto. I actually wonder. If I go into controls? I don't know. It almost felt like it was inverted to me, but it shouldn't be. There's no option to change it anyway. Maybe what I was getting was the centering force was screwing with it. It still kind of wobbles about. I don't know. It doesn't help that the G20 series of wheels has always kind of had a central dead zone in like the top 10, 20 degrees. There's just a little dead zone right at the center of the wheel. Not for sensing, but for the force feedback. Because you can see, just doing that, it picks it up just fine. Yeah, I figured that AI would try to change lanes, and sure enough, it did right as I was passing. You know, I'll just point this out as well. The 26-speed gearbox is silly, but look at the engine speed right now. I'm doing almost 150 miles an hour, and the engine is a little over 2,000 RPM, a little over 2,100. That fuel economy, though. Look at that. I'm getting 4 mpg. Is that not really good, considering just how fast I am going? Okay. Oh. Oh, that doesn't autosave in this game? Oh dear. Alright, we're fine.
Keep left. And then turn left.
I'm gonna bind that real quick. Oh. Yeah, you're supposed to be that. You're supposed to be that. There we go. Alright. I always like having the quick save feature on
Turn
hand.
left.
Brakes! Stops pretty quick, you know. It do be boatish, though.
Ready to turn right.
Western Star Truck Dealership. They're fairly new to the game, aren't they? Definitely
right.
weren't in at launch. Shame that the engine sounds are broken, but this is also an old mod. You know, I've been using it for years.
Go straight on. That's right.
I.e., I've probably had it for most of the game's existence. Because I haven't played this game in a few years. Let's put the screen back to the cruise control. Just because it's good to be able to see when I actually have it set. Now I think we're on I-5. Which is good. And seeing the bot message chat, in theory, under normal conditions, the bot would be messaging again in about 15 minutes to say it's time for a break. But if I remember... Alright, shut up. If I remember correctly, when I added ETS2 to the blacklist for that system, because, you know, I'm delivering truckloads, I'll take a break when I actually feel like it, rather than just every hour. Okay, apparently I nicked it with the trailer. Oh well. I added it to the blacklist so that it won't trigger when playing ETS, and I think I added ATS at the same time. Yeah, I'm on I-5 according to the minimap. That's nice. I've definitely been up and down this road before. Specifically I-5 through Sacramento.
Now
In
keep
game.
left there.
But of course, a number of years ago, just this game has been out long enough now that it really is a number of years ago, they did the rescale, which ruined my 100% map completion. And I don't know if they've gone back and redone anything beyond the rescale as well. But as a result, at one point, for the original 2, if not, I think 3 states, including Arizona, I did have every single road discovered. But through rescaling and redesigning stuff and such, it's just gotten undone over the years. Finally getting light out enough that I can actually see what's going on. That's very nice. Also, Wimpy horn is wimpy. Alright, stay off the line.
Recomputing.
I wouldn't bother. I guess I'll keep my lights on for the moment. I guess that's the nice thing about the western states, is when you get on the main interstates, you just straight line for the most part. So you can get away with doing silly speeds like this, no problem. And I could go faster, you know, 2,000 horsepower. Assuming it still works, I've got an engine that has 10,000 horsepower I can put in.
Now keep left there.
I don't know if it still works, but I'm sure there's a version that works. Oh, you bastards.
finding a new route.
I don't know what that means, game. I do not know what that means. What do you mean I have to fix it? I don't know how to fix it, just let me drive. I'm going to disregard your message and continue playing because that's just how I do things. But yeah, because everything is just basically a straight line, you
Keep
just
left there.
flat out, right? Can't wait until they get to the East Coast states in like 10 years and yeah, good luck being flat out on a lot of them.
Keep left there.
What is going on with the shadows on my hood? And some other surfaces too.
Keep left there.
What am I actually limited on? Interesting. I don't know, maybe I am just overloading the GPU a bit. It's not at full utilization. I wonder if there's a mod that's just a sound pack that I could install that would override the sounds of this engine and actually make it sound like a truck again instead of some weird electric truck. It's not a Tesla. I mean, this is quite scenic through here, but not very good for going fast. How did my trip economy get reset? Stupid thing. So much traffic. You guys don't help.
Keep left there.
Why? Because you don't want me to exit to the rest area? What if I needed to pee?
Keep right, and then exit right.
Oh. Along I-5.
Exit right. Okay, let's find a new route.
Never mind. Guess we're going this way. Also, I finally turned my headlights off. I was gonna say, I don't remember California looking quite like this, but then I remembered, actually, yes, I do. Maybe not off of I-5 specifically, but once you get to the northern end of the state, you do get some really interesting terrain, including stuff that I guess is not too dissimilar from what's depicted here in the game. Alright, this isn't awkward at all. That's alright. You got plenty of space there on the edge of the road. Almost back up to cruising speed. Whoop. In my lane. till the turn comes and then move out of it. Oh, piss off.
Rerouting. Never mind, sugar. I'll find us a new route.
They're happy with the truck as it is. I don't know what the other station's problem was. Bunch of dicks, if you ask me. No, I don't need to sleep. I did actually consider taking advantage of one of the rest stops earlier when it was still dark out, because it was dark out and, like, properly dark out. I'm sure there's a setting I could probably change to make it not so dark at night. I just need to actually look for it. Alright, expected arrival time is 4:30 at the moment. I'm pretty sure the original was way later than that. So what, expected arrival time around noon? Probably? Like, adjusted for insane speed? Depends on the roads that I get to drive down, I guess. So I don't think I'll be taking I-5 all the way north, and you never know what traffic is going to be like. Heck, I was already supposed to divert off of this road. Well, looks like I'll just be... Oh. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Okay.
Rerouting.
1 hour detour. Whatever. Sure, I'll repair it. Why not? Let me just look real quick. Missing mod. Yeah, that's another reason why I'm not going to touch it. Too fast, 5 me, 2,000 horsepower. Oh, the 10,000 horsepower engine doesn't work. I don't think I uninstalled it. Maybe I never had it installed in the first place. Oh well. I'm not gonna change things because my truck works as it is. Just lacks engine sounds, that's all. Please. You need to be able to actually see where I'm going.
Left. Keep left, and then turn left.
Guessing that's an elevated road over there, and by the way that this road ramps up, I would say yes. That's why I actually have to take the side road and not just go straight ahead.
Turn right. Keep right, and then turn right.
If you say so.
Turn right.
Please turn. Yeah, the American trucks, with how big they are not quite as maneuverable. Was it this turn that I crashed at, or the turn up here? I don't even know. I don't think it was this turn, I don't recognize it. I think I crashed mostly because I ended up using the brakes. Don't use the brakes. When you're going this fast, you can't jab the brakes while turning, you're just gonna roll. Ease onto them like that, while not steering too much, you might get away with it like I did, but jabbing them? Nah. Bad times. Oh, you bastard. Looks like I-5 is quite squiggly at this point. No longer just wanting to be in a straight line, stupid terrain. Well, that worked well. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm stuck in 24th gear, but it's fine. My truck won't die. That is just a rest stop. The next repair isn't until... no. Eugene all the way up here. Jeez. I'm already up into Portland. Oregon. Didn't even realize that. Wasn't in California for very long. Good thing I have $618 million. Could I have a fraction of that in real life? Oh. I think the truck's dead. I don't think it's gonna restart. I'll let it try a little bit, because sometimes it does. But I don't think it's very likely. Force feedback is heavier now that the engine's dead. Oh, it's taking me back to Medford. God damn it. I was just here not that long ago. Yeah, it's not that much. Looking out my window, I guess. Wish this screen would stop getting set or reset.
Turn left.
Whoops.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Guy's trying to run into me. I'm not the one driving poorly, he is. I'm clearly doing everything right here.
Get ready to turn right.
Clearly. Also, as expected, we passed that 15-minute mark I mentioned like 20 minutes ago now. And the bot never messaged about taking a break, so I did in fact add ATS to the blacklist for that.
Keep right. And then turn right.
Good job, past me.
Turn right.
Can't out-accelerate the cop. I've only got 2,000 horsepower. Alright, time to repeat that last leg of the trip again, this time without running into people who are slowing down for incidents on the side of the road or whatever. Oh, I am. There's fuel coming up fairly soon. Hey, those are things because I'm not watching where I'm going. We're good. We're good. Hello? You wanna... There you go. We found 26 eventually. Had to force it to, I guess.
Ready to rock and roll.
Got 300 miles till I'm out of fuel. Not going that far. Hell, that's most of the rest of the trip. Unless I have to get reset again.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I mean, that what happened like right here previously?
Exit right.
Yeah, because I think by this point I was already going stupid slow.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Nick.
Turn left. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Oh, come on. I was so close. Whoops. I think the buttons are reversed compared to ETS. Because I think I have my handbrake and the ignition swapped, because I keep going to hit the handbrake, and I'm hitting the engine button instead, and vice versa.
Rerouting.
Probably clear.
Where are you going? Make a U-turn.
I just did.
Keep left.
Lady, please.
And then turn left. Recomputing. Never mind, sugar. I'll find us a new route.
Oh, because I didn't hit the, whoops, wrong button. I didn't hit the marker, it's still trying to route me there. Whoops.
Okay, here we go. Make sure you put your seatbelt on now.
There's no belt over here. There's nothing. I don't have a belt. Oh well, I'll be fine. Probably. Only 1% damage, that's fine. I realized a little too late that, oh, maybe I can't make this turn at this speed. Couldn't slam on the brakes because that rolls the truck. Thank you. I dislike that that's a thing in this game. I feel like in reality I see more way stations closed down and not in use than I actually see active. Not that I spend much time on interstates. But like in the past, thinking about it. That's your fault. You merged into me. But if I had the find system enabled, it would probably find me for it. Because it's obviously my fault if the AI hits me. That guy over there looks like he's flying. Oop, speaking of flying. Fine, just ride it out. I think one technique I can use in order to slow the truck down suddenly without rolling it is to use the trailer brakes. Because that doesn't suddenly jolt the truck. Right, when I'm turning and I jab the brakes, you can see how it just suddenly brought it sideways. Or it made it move much more quickly to the side. Oh, they're exiting. Okay, I cleared them.
Now keep left there.
You mean just keep straight? Because that I am doing. That is a tall overpass. Oh, then there's this. See? I only used the trailer brake and the engine brake, not the regular brakes, and it was fine. When am I going to get diverted off of this route? Because where I'm going is not off of I-5. But I had to take a detour because the exit was clogged up. OBS, please. In fact, is OBS doing that thing again where it's stuttering way more frequently? It might be. It probably is. And my skipped and missed frames are way higher than they normally are. Here, let me limit it to 60 FPS. That's not graphics. Come on, I didn't reload the entire graphics engine, really, or it shouldn't have. All I did was lower the refresh rate. And it's slightly noticeable. That puts less load on the GPU and thus should be better for rendering. No rumble strip on the shoulder, how nice.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh goody.
Turn
Whoop,
right.
I clipped them. Apparently. Oh boy, what would happen if you went flying over the edge of this bridge? Where would you land? Would you land down in the water if you tried hard enough? Also, this is still I-5, supposedly. Oh, Make the turn. There we go. Picks up speed nicely down the hill.
Now keep left there.
One of the neighbor's dogs is being a dumbass and making a bunch of noise at probably nothing.
Now keep left there.
If you could just shut up until an exit comes and then tell me where to go from there, that'd be great. I don't need to be told to stay on the highway. Just... In fact, what would be nice is if this GPS could do like the real ones do and say, in blank miles, exit right. Or take exit 69 on right to whatever the fuck that town name was.
Now keep left there.
Also, that's exit 35 or 36 or something like that, so it's not the same. But you get my point, right? Like, it'd be nice if it was just a little bit more realistic instead of saying, keep going straight, keep going straight, keep going straight. Yeah, that's why you have to be careful with braking while turning. Because that happens.
Keep right, and then exit right.
See, that's what I want to hear. Just tell me when I'm exiting.
Exit right. Turn right.
Boy, that braking spot was just perfect. Got the braking distance exactly as I needed it to be. I can't out-accelerate this white thing. Okay, once I get going fast enough, I can. Just takes a minute, that's all. Still 100 plus miles to go, though. Never been to Oregon or Washington as far as I'm aware. If I have been there, it was when I was just like a baby or a toddler or something along those lines. Not anywhere old enough to remember. That's fine. Easily avoid that bus. Also, we just passed 69 miles remaining on this trip. Car was almost in a very annoying spot, but I made it work. Travel Washington 1 out of 3. Don't know what that achievement is for, but I'm guessing it's a scenic overlook or something, considering there was a little parking spot like that. In fact, I think that was a national park sign. Neat. Well, you can see the destination on the map. Actually, I've been able to see it for a while on the truck GPS, if you can see that through the virtual GPS overlay thing.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh, that's really not a good spot to have somebody pulled over.
Turn right.
I mean, it could be worse, but not a good spot.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Come on, truck. Come on, you can do it.
Turn right.
Getting down to the bottom of 26 gear, it does not help.
Oh, get ready to turn left. Turn left. Go straight on. That's right.
That's right.
Oh, get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Christ. Was not expecting that.
Go straight on. That's right.
Is this? Yes, straight
Here
in.
we are, safe
Okay.
and sound and snug as a bug.
I'm a little off to the side. Oh. And I overshot because I just have so much torque. The parking brake on so I don't start rolling away. Tolerable. It's only 10%. It's not that much. The Evergreen State, 7 out of 16. Another achievement, progress. Cool. Where do we go from here? Hobbs, New Mexico. That's a long drive. How about a shorter drive? Arizona. Nevada. How about no? How about just a much shorter drive? Portland, Oregon. Sure. You know what? Let's go back to where I was. The heavy doodad? Yeah, it's heavy. Articulated trailer. Fancy.
Okay, here we
It's
go.
high value, but I only get paid 18 grand because it's short distance. Yeah, sure. Go around here. It already shifted up to 26 because wheel spin on the dirt.
Go straight on. That's right.
So much noise in the force feedback.
Turn right.
Yeet. Assholes. What's my fuel mileage?
Go straight on.
3.4 mpg, probably because I had so many
Turn right.
issues. Ooh, okay. Christ, this truck.
Turn right.
It is a handful.
Keep right.
I basically came to a stop. Whoops.
Now keep left there.
60 miles. Jesus. Come on. Make it through the turn. Again, if you're coming in late and are wondering why the truck is so quiet, it's because I'm using a very old mod that apparently has broken engine sounds. And given that I don't know exactly what I've got in my truck that's modded and what's not, I don't want to try changing anything for fear of making my truck unusable because something breaks on it or something. It works as it is, it's just electric or something. Woo, okay. That is... Yeah, I wish I could get a replay of that from the outside of the truck, because I'm pretty sure not only was this trying to lift up onto one side a little bit, but... Ow. It was definitely just sliding through that turn. Please stop. It did as I asked.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Also, in case you're wondering, yes, I am using an automatic because if you notice, I have 26 gears. The game only ever uses 3 of them at most. And when I'm just freewheeling like this, not actually got anything in tow, it only uses 2 of the gears.
Turn left.
Get the truck repaired. So anyway, it's a 26 speed. I use 3 of the gears, and the problem is that the top 2 gears, which are 2 of the 3 that I actually ever use, are not accessible through the normal shifting mechanics. The normal shifting mechanics allow for... I'm just going to cut through there to get that marked on the map. Allow for up to 24 gears to be used, and considering 26 gear is the main gear that I need for actually getting any speed out of the truck, it's not helpful. So I have to use a semi-automatic, essentially, in this. Or really, it's an automatic, but it doesn't really matter. I spend most of my time in the same gear.
Let's get going.
This doesn't have any special escorting, right? It's just heavy, it's not big. Alright, slow down. Don't need to be going 30 miles an hour in reverse.
Now you drive safe, you hear?
This is going to be really interesting to drive at speed, given how heavy it is. It's going to take a while to get up to speed as well, because of how heavy it is. I didn't even realize that was an active way station that I would have to worry about. Nice of it to tell me right before I needed to turn into it that I didn't have to turn into it.
Turn right.
I took that sign down a little bit, so what?
And then keep right.
Keep right and then keep right.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Way overdid it for that turn, but who cares? Good enough. Boy, I am really not accelerating with this. That's not ideal. My inside tires weren't on the ground for half of that time. I think anytime the visit service screen comes up on the dash, you know, down there. Is this? This? No, it doesn't. But yeah, down there. Actually, I can just do this. That thing. Anytime the visit service bit comes up on there, it resets what it was displaying, which is mildly annoying, considering that the view that I have up is like the last in the list. Yeah, I really don't want to slow down if I don't have to get off the brake, because of how long it takes to actually get up to speed. Interstate 82.
Now keep left there.
Things are happening with the trailer back there. I hit something there on the inside and it just massively upset it, so I had to be very wary of rolling it. I kept it together well enough. Been an hour and a half. I guess I'll mention this. I received a bill on Tuesday that I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it is, and being somebody with very low income and not a lot of money saved up, I'm in a bit of a pickle financially. So on Wednesday, I sent out a string of tweets basically explaining that and saying, you know, I need some help, basically, because trying to get a bit of money into my account in time for next week when I have some larger bills due that I won't be able to afford because of, you know, the larger bill taking all my freaking money.
Exit right.
I basically need to exit right.
Go straight on.
I need a bit of help.
Right.
Now, I did some math and everything and basically figured out that I only need about 150 to actually make it through the next couple of weeks, more or less, which should hopefully buy me enough time so that I can get stuff sorted out IRL and, you know, get some sort of cash, whether it's a harder full-time job or just, you know, getting like a one-time thing going on or selling something over here, because I still have the old motherboard that I had in my computer previously. I don't need that necessarily anymore. So if I can get that sold in a pinch, because I never got around to that. That's a little bit of money. It's not a lot. Please, please. I'm fine with this. Gotta restart the accelerating, but oh well. Trailer's heavy, man. But yeah, so I did some math to recalculate stuff. Fuck you. Where's the damn way station? I don't even know where it is. It's over here.
Finding a new route.
You say that it's too heavy or something, you can just fuck off. Pretty sure I'm going through here backwards. 133,000 pounds. Holy shit. Yeah, it's heavy. I said it was heavy. It's definitely heavy. I'm gonna say this again, even though I know I've said it like 3 times now. I did some calculations to figure out what exactly I would need, and it's about $150 just to get me through the next couple of weeks. So I've updated the tracker So it's currently set to a $150 goal instead of $500, because $500 would help a lot more. But at least for the time being, I can make do with about $150. And thanks to a couple of very generous tips that were made over the last day or two since the last stream, we are currently sitting at a little under $90, although some of that is from a Twitch sub, so it's more like $85, I think. But that means we're over halfway to the goal, which is very good, because
Get ready to turn right.
it means that I'm that much more likely to be able to make it through next week without falling behind on bill payments, which would probably only cost me more in the long run, which, again, I kinda don't have money now. Not ideal. I don't know why I was on a rumble strip so much there, but it was. I was going to get somewhere with this point. I will get to it, but let me get onto the highway first. I will say, I'm still looking for some help. You know, like I said, the value I set is $150. We're currently sitting at about $85 in terms of what I can access before next month at the earliest. And that would require getting the total up above $50 on Twitch, which I don't know exactly what it is right now. I'm still looking for some help. But, to point this out, cruise control. You know, iPad, if you could just let me choose exclamation point from the very beginning when I start typing on you, that'd be great. Since I can't easily tab out. Run the exclamation point goals command. I don't know what that sound is, but there's some sort of sound going on.
Now keep left there.
Oh, maybe it was the dam or whatever that was there. So yeah, I'm still keeping the goals for this month. I'm gonna have to drop for the time being the retro stream stretch goal, just because that would require buying extra hardware, which I can't afford. You know, I can't afford to be spending money on stuff like that right this moment. So I'd have to postpone that. It would also require $700 by the end of the month, which is probably not going to happen. But, you know, it's there. But, thanks to the tips that have come in thus far, we have met the incentive for the Emerald Door Randomizer, so I'll have to do that at some point. And the next goal is at $125 for a truck causing an accident because he merged over on me like a fucking idiot. Oh, good. I'm gonna have to do like a 30-point turn here, aren't I? No, we're good. Yeah, pretty much, Dingle. So the next goal is $125, and that will have me doing a Wreckfest career playthrough thing. I don't know. Is that even what they call it? I know there's a career sort of mode to it. So whatever that single-player stuff is, I would do that on stream. Oh, piss off with your fucking way stations. God damn it, game. Especially in this truck, where the momentum is so hard to build up. Please stop. Close enough. Not in perfect technical state. Be more careful next time. Not my fault. That's 125, and then there's not another incentive until 250, which is a Brilliant Diamond Pokedex playthrough, with a stretch goal of 500 to upgrade it to a Professor Oak's challenge. I don't like Brilliant Diamond. And if you want to torture me, making me do a Professor Oak's challenge, a Brilliant Diamond, is a perfect way of doing it while also helping me out with, you know, actually not going into massive debt, potentially. That's very loud. I don't know what that was. Also, I've just always got the oversized load banner on my truck, even if it's not applicable.
Keep right.
Yeah, if you know anybody who's got like $400 lying around that they don't need, direct them my way, would you? Make me suffer while also making sure I can actually continue paying my bills and shit for at least a little while longer.
Keep right.
It's a win-win for everybody but me, because I still lose because of the Pokemon playthrough. Oh, I need to exit here.
Keep left. And then turn left.
My brakes are still really good.
Turn left.
Also, since it's nighttime, the horn is going to be sounding when I come back out. Gameplay. Is there anything to increase the brightness of the world at night? I still don't know what drive shaft torque actually does, because they don't tell you. It's not like you can just hover over it or something. I don't know. So yeah, I told you it would still be there. Just reset the cruise and let it do its thing. Also, we're here. Regardless, though, even if we don't get to that full $500 goal to get me through, like, a little bit longer, at least part of next month, the $150 total is fairly important. We're over halfway there,
Turn left.
so that's a really good start. But like I said, it needs to get higher, and the sooner we hit that, the better as well. That's okay, take your time opening the gate. Oop. Scrubbed off all my momentum. Excellent. Thought this should be heavy, says the achievement down here. Achievement progress. It was heavy. It definitely was heavy. I don't know if I'm closer to Vancouver or Portland. Probably Vancouver, because I'm in Washington still. I don't really want to do that long of a trip. Let's not go north. Medford. Reno is a bit further. Offer expires in 1 minute. Okay, so let's go to Reno.
Time to get the job done.
There's a gate back there, but this is apparently somewhere you can pass through on either side.
Keep left.
Bastards.
And then turn left. Turn left.
Also, because I'm here, it would be rude of me not to. Please get into reverse.
Get ready to turn right.
Really does not want you upshifting
Turn right.
until you're, like, completely stationary. Got 41 miles to go, though. So I can actually pick up what I want.
And then turn left. Turn left.
Good thing invisible barriers generally don't damage the truck. Yeah, I pick up speed a hell of a lot faster when I'm not carrying like 90,000 pounds behind me.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
Ah, shit. Oh, now I'm going to
Never mind,
Portland?
sugar. I'll find us a new route.
Idaho DLC. Yeah, I don't have that one. Why would I want to go to Idaho anyway? I've been there once. Actually, technically a few times. There we go. Truck wasn't even that damaged.
Rerouting.
Alright, back to the interstate and then drive a little bit further.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
This exit. Please don't spin. My high beams do not feel like they're on. I'm just used to having much brighter headlights because of ETS, I guess.
Keep right. And then exit right.
Plus 80 XP for 100 miles of free roam. Nailed it.
Keep right. And then exit right. Exit right.
Well, I guess that could have been a lot worse of a point to get
Go straight
reset
on.
to.
That's
Whoops.
right.
That does so much damage for what shouldn't be that solid of a
left.
bollard. Come on, make the turn.
Ready to turn right.
0 miles.
Turn right. Oh, get ready to turn left. Turn left. Turn left. It's all over now.
Actually, it's only just beginning. Oh dear. Sure, flatbed double. What could go wrong? Here? For there, apparently. Missed the post. Right there. Damn it, it didn't even go in.
Now you drive safe, okay?
I think this load was fairly light, so this is not going to be nearly as annoying to drive around with.
Turn right.
I can't see anything because of the damn brightness level of this game. That cop was pulling out in front of me whether or not I was turning, wasn't he?
Turn
I
left.
have right of way, seeing as I'm on the road and he's turning onto it, but you know, whatever.
Keep right. And then
AI
turn
in this
right.
game are not the best at times anyway. Maybe
Turn
they've
right.
gotten better since 2016, but they've never been that great.
Keep left. And then turn left.
You have plenty of room for that double.
Turn left.
Boy, this is an interesting intersection. Please turn more. Thank you. Also, I guess my truck got damaged enough at some point.
Now keep left there.
That got reset again. We're good. Oh, shut up with your service. I can't even toggle it away. That's the worst part. Ah, nuts. I'm stuck in 26th gear. 25th. Can you go into 26, please? Well, this is going to be very slow going for a while. When can I repair? Not too far up the road, I guess.
Ready to roll.
Oh, it just went in. Okay.
Now keep left there.
Nah.
Time to hit the road.
I don't need to repair it anymore, then I'm not going to repair it anymore. Why waste the time, right? The engine might die on me occasionally, but so what? It's fine. Restart it, ensure cruise is still set, and Bob's your uncle. At least while I'm on I-5. Well, this part of I-5 where it's not too twisty. Just a little. Once it starts getting twisty, though, then it's a different story. And since I think we're coming into Portland, it's gonna be twisty.
Now keep left there.
going to Reno, so I don't know where it gets routed through here, because I don't know this part of the country. You know, I live on the East Coast, not on the West Coast. I have no clue how the roads are out here.
Keep right.
I've never been to Portland, so... Yeah, see, that is why I was trying to be somewhat careful, but I think we might be without a couple of gears again. Yeah. Stuck in 24th. Okay, this time I really need to repair. Where's the nearest repair? Salem. It's gonna take a while, but we'll get there eventually.
Keep right.
I could just recover, but it would probably put me back in Portland and just cost me potentially a bit more time. Yeah, 5 south to Salem, that's where I want to go. Come on, truck. There you go. Fortunately, cruise control still works, so I can just have it set to 200 miles an hour no matter what. Now, if I turn on a turn signal, I don't think it did shit. No, maybe. I don't think it did shit. Nah, using your turn signals doesn't do shit. How much further do I have to go before I can go back to being fast? Hey, you know, technically now I'm not breaking the speed limit anymore. So there's that, I guess? Not that that's really a good thing. Sorry, not sorry to anybody I just cut off, but it's hard to see in the dark. Especially on my display. The darks are very
Keep
dark.
right. And then exit right.
Which might just be bad calibration on the display's settings.
Exit right.
Might need to turn the black level up a little bit
Keep
to get
right.
it
And
proper.
then turn right.
Or maybe it's just because that's how it should be?
Turn right.
I don't think so.
Keep left. And then turn left. Turn left.
At this point I can turn off the flashers. The hazards.
Turn left.
Oh boy, the recruitment agency. What about the
Then
international
also,
dealership?
make a U-turn.
Okay. Repair. Really, it was the chassis that was making it look that bad? Yeah, from what I can tell from playing these games, both this and ETS2, the damage that you get shown on the window in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, that's not like your overall damage or anything, that's just literally the part with the highest damage, that's the percentage that it's at. So you can damage your chassis a ton and your engine could still potentially be fine. But it will still say that you're very damaged.
Turn right.
Slam on the brakes because the light just turned green and there were AI getting in the way.
Keep right. And then
I know,
turn
the light
right.
just turned green for them. They have right of way, but I'm me and I go when I want to go. Somebody got pulled over there. I don't know, I almost get the feeling that, like, the game and the display are not agreeing on the black levels. Like, one is trying to do full range, and then the other is trying to do limited range. Although it's DisplayPort, it's not HDMI, so is that even an issue with DisplayPort? Or is that more of an HDMI thing? I don't even know. See, I only got a DisplayPort display for the first time in... Holy shit, was it almost 2 years ago now? Yeah, because it was right before, or right as I built the desktop, which was 2021. Holy shit. Well, even still, I've only been using a display that primarily uses DisplayPort for the last 2 years. Oh, Christ's sake.
Recomputing.
It's okay, only 10% damage, that's fine. I tried to put it into reverse at first. That doesn't work like that. Please get into a forward gear. Are we going the right way? I think we are, but yeah. Notice how it's showing a line back that way? Wanted me to make a U-turn or something. There. Now it's sorted.
Let's get going.
Although, to be fair, for the first few months of using this display, I was actually using it over HDMI because my laptop doesn't have a display port. The crap top doesn't have display port support, only HDMI and VGA. So it wasn't until I got the 780 into the desktop and actually switched over to using it that I was able to start using DisplayPort. Which, as a side note, it was kind of annoying actually setting up the desktop to use all three displays because I had to buy an adapter because GPUs primarily use DisplayPort and 2 of my 3 displays have 0 DisplayPort ports on them.
Exit right.
Not very helpful. Oh, I think actually I have one HDMI port on this 2080 Ti and the rest are display ports. I've got 3 displays, and I don't think I use the HDMI port. Partially because originally I thought I was running into issues because of it, but those issues have since been resolved just over time. I don't even know what fixed it. Windows, GPU drivers, I don't know. It was a weird graphical glitch I would get with certain applications like OBS, and it's just gone away. I haven't seen it in quite a while. Stopped happening one day, don't even know why. So I could probably go back to using HDMI on the one display. But already wired up for DVI, yeah. Or DVI. No, for DisplayPort. I actually do have a display with a DVI port on it, but said display is currently at my mother's desk. Okay, the brakes are highly sensitive. Shut up. Like, not always. They are quite sensitive. Of course, the one problem I have now, which is why the retro streams, retro in quotes, because we're talking about like early mid 2000s game consoles here, but the retro console streams were such a high goal because, well, I want to buy a nice piece of hardware, whether it's the open source scan converter or something similar to it, which is $100+. It's expensive, but it does a good job of converting the analog signal to digital as opposed to like a cheapo $15 doodad that, I mean, it does it. It doesn't look good, and there's basically no options to make it look better, but it does technically work. That's why that's a goal, but also I would need something like that anyway, because my only display right now that actually does like analog RCA as opposed to VGA or DVI, but my only RCA, my only display with an RCA input is my old TV that used to be my main display, and that's in a box over there, which is not very helpful. Oh, Christ. I'm still not convinced there's not something wrong with my brake pedal, because it's very finicky at times. But I've already opened up and cleaned it a bit, so I don't know what more I can do at this point. Like, reasonably. Stay in the lane. I'm adjusting my hand to help me stay in the lane better, and that's why I went over the line again. $4,100 from a driver. Oh boy, I was looking down there and not where I was going. Oh, sorry. Yeah, here. Disappointing horn. Seriously, you hear my my ETS2 horn, and it's really fucking loud, and then you hear this thing, and it's like... It's not quiet, but it's not nearly as spectacular. And then there's also that horn, because there's two horns. Isn't it glorious? I thought that was a lot tighter than I actually was. Good! I didn't want to stop anyway. Did I have my minimap back? This should be fine, even with this truck here. Yeah, we're fine. Cool, and another town that exists. I don't know. I have nothing more to say about it. It's a town that exists in this game that you can travel through. I do not need to stop here. Oi! Please.
Go straight on. That's right.
Oh boy. I do not need to stop here, so I'm not going to stop even the slightest. Speed power. Faster. Gotta go fast. That's why my gearbox is the Sanic 26 speed or something like that. Now that's highly unfortunate. Especially because the engine's dead. You know what I said about not traveling to this town? Actually, it's taking me somewhere else.
Okay, let's find a new route.
I tried to slow it down without using the brakes trailer brakes, but it was too late. It was never going to slow down enough. Using the proper brakes would slow it down. Wow. All 100% except for the wheels.
Turn left.
Yeah, note how there's no truck noises even out here. Like all wind noises. With a crush like that, the driver would be at 100% too. No kidding.
Oh, get ready to turn left.
You combine both of the horns, it's
Turn
not
left.
nearly as pathetic, but it's still not nearly as much of a thing as it is in ETS2. I just don't have the same options for mounting stuff to this truck as I did in ETS2. Because ETS2, with it being a flat front, you can just mount all the things. Hey, skate park. With people actually skating. Neat! But this, though, got all that hood space and nothing to do with it. Also, I have no clue where I ended up in the world. Really bind the map button. Okay, so I was over there and I got sent over here. Was there no... No, there is no repair place in that place. So it was either Medford or Lakeview, and I guess it favored Makeview? Lakeford? Ledford? Would that be more right for swapping the letters around? Either way. I'll put the brake pedal. This truck at least has a little icon in the dash that shows when the brakes are being used or the engine brake is being applied. Because that's what it is, it's the engine brake, and I have engine braking automatically done when braking. So it always shows on the dash when the brakes are going. Well, except for trailer brakes. Well, that's fine. Because only I can control the trailer brakes manually. Nah. This is not an agricultural load, and you said that way too late anyway. Think again. What are they gonna do, find me? I have fines disabled! Ha!
Turn left.
Gets going again eventually. Eventually. Reno is only so many miles away, which is good because it's 154 miles away currently. Not anymore. 152, 151, 150, and so on and so forth. That was a cop. I'm sure he doesn't mind that I'm doing 85 and a 65. I mean, what's he gonna do? Pull me over? He can't make me. No, but seriously, this truck has way too much power and way too much weight behind it. Even if it is a light load. He ain't stopping me with a Crown Vic. And they don't have spike strips or EMPs or anything in this game. This isn't Need for Speed after all, so... Good luck. Although I guess if they set up a roadblock, I have to be careful because I'll destroy the engine in an instant if I'm not careful about it. Made it through that turn just fine. The uphill is not making it easy for me to actually speed up. Why did I do that? just on the edge through those turns of not being able to make it. If I had to give it any more steering input, it would be too much.
Turn left.
Damn. A bit too much.
Never mind, sugar.
I
I'll
mean,
find
hey,
some
if that
depot.
saves me like 40 miles, I ain't gonna complain. Because it's sending me to Reno.
Finding a new route.
Truck's not even that damaged. The trailer is a different story, but the truck's not. Yeah, 7 miles. That literally saved me like 70 miles. That was a strategic roll. I rolled right then so I wouldn't have to drive those extra 70 miles. I'm not a bad driver. I know what I'm doing. And the truck was hardly damaged from it. A minor
Left.
sacrifice.
And then turn left. Turn left.
Now, I have been to Reno before.
Keep left. And then turn left.
I don't think they'd have modeled where I
Turn
stayed. Because, you know, 1/20th scale and whatnot. But I
It was a nice
have
ride. Now,
been
when
here
shall you come
before,
back and
did
visit
stay
me,
a
all
night. Reasonable. Yeah, it only rolled a few times, only a couple of incidents, only... Oh, so close. Still net positive, except for maybe because of damage, I don't know. I was around 618 million before, that's all that matters. Let's go back here. What's the job market looking like? Something on the shorter side. I'm not going back to Medford. I'm not going back to Bend. That's only getting further away the wrong way. What about Truckee? What's Truckee got? Sacramento? You can do one of these obnoxious deliveries. No thanks. Expires in 20 minutes. I can't get to that in time. That sign mean? Articulated trailer. Yeah. Can see that. You know what? I kind of want to complete that level in PowerWash Sim. In case you missed the stream on Wednesday, I didn't play Pokemon. I ended up playing PowerWash Sim, and I finally got around. I'd say finally, it's only been like a week and a half since it came out, at most, but finally got around to playing the Tomb Raider special maps. And I got 4 of the 5 done, but I'm on to the 5th one, and I kinda want to finish it. Want to do that final map, so I think what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna quit out. I'm gonna go over here. And I'm going to take a short break, stand up, stretch, put the wheel away, and all that good stuff. When I come back, we'll switch over to some PowerWash Sim. How about that? I'm going to run some ads while I'm away. It's pretty much the only time tonight that I'm going to run ads besides the very end of the stream. Because, you know, running ads during gameplay is just stupid. Nobody likes ads. So if I'm going to run them, I might as well run them when you don't necessarily have to sit through them. This is your time to stand up, stretch, and do whatever you need to do as well. And like I said, when I come back, do some more PowerWash Sim. BRB. I'm back. Hi. Hello. I just want to jump into the NVIDIA control panel real quick and configure... I remember which option it is. There we go. I want to configure ATS so that it can never exceed 60 FPS, just like I have ETS set to, or apparently ETS is 75, so sure, why not? That way, I've had issues in the past where ETS I tab out, it goes crazy with the processing, and then when I tab back in, it's no longer adhering to the frame rate that's set, and it's thus just going crazy with whatever it feels like. So, by setting a frame rate in the NVIDIA control panel, maximum frame rate, I can tell it to, hey, no matter what, do not go above this number. And 75 FPS is a happy medium between 60 FPS, which is like, you know, standard, and higher FPS that is much higher frame rate, much nicer to watch, but still low enough that it's not going crazy, because on the higher frame rates, it causes a lot of frame dropping in OBS. Not like literally network dropped frames, but rendering dropped frames, I guess. Also, just to reiterate real quick, here I'll even run the command. It's pinned in chat currently, but exclamation point help. I need help. I got bills, including one that was much more expensive than I thought it would be, and I need help continue paying my bills. Thanks to a couple of very generous tips the last couple of days, we are over halfway to the amount that I need just to make it through the next couple of weeks without, you know, worrying about things, and thus give me a little bit more time to get stuff sorted out in real life, stuff as well, and, you know, basically try and get some source of income made, set up, whatever. Whether, you know, something that occurs regularly or even just a single time source of income that gets me a little bit more money. If you can afford to help out, or if you know anybody who can afford to help out and would be willing, perhaps direct them my way. We're halfway there, but I still need that bit more in order to get through the next 2 weeks or so. And also, if we hit $125, I'm going to be playing Wreckfest on stream. Everybody likes Wreckfest, right? It gets suggested as a game for Friday Night Racing for some reason, even though it's not a sim racing game in the slightest. But, you know, it's still a good game. Anyway, shall we get into what the game is actually listed as being now, which is PowerWash Sim? I go back to the game scene, and then I do you. You should capture. Excellent. Meanwhile, this game I can run at 144 FPS, no problem. Continue campaign, the final level. I can speak English, I swear. Thick layer of dust. As I said on Wednesday when I started playing this originally, I have zero interest in the Tomb Raider series. I've never played any of the games. I've seen them played before. This is not a very big room. Much smaller than I was expecting. Single, shut up. Let's go with the long extension. Meant to be red, this wall. I want eye special then. I'm being let in here when nobody else has been let in here. Scratch marks on the upstairs vents. Also, sound glitches galore. I know, I can't do anything about it. Just put up with it. Come on, it's close enough, isn't it? Thank you. Probably do the not so far away nozzle. Maybe that nozzle's a bit too much for this close. How are you still that dirty? Is it a bottom lip or something? Like, what the hell? A lip up there, though. Oh, I see. Dirt there as well. But back there, there's a bit of a lip. See, that's where the highlighting jobby comes in handy. You realize that, oh yeah, that's a spot that you can get to. And sure enough, yeah, there's a bottom edge here. This ladder is right in the way. What's with the tread marks in here? Are you riding your ATV around inside of the treasure room? What the hell? Yeah, I guess whatever works, right? I guess. Trying to like do this in sections, so I want to do this front section first. Why not just go all the way to there? And of course, there's a lot more that I'm missing as well that's currently hidden from view, but this is just a start. And I've missed a lot that's, you know, in the corners and such. Different angles, of course, also get different amounts. That's why this one is $300. Not because there's a ton to actually wash. Like, it's not that big of an area. It's just a lot of little nooks and crannies. That's annoying. But that's just how it is sometimes in this game. So be it. Okay, there's the lamp clean. Anything else that I've missed besides like right there? And of course along this edge where the ladder is. And yes, the obvious thing is just pick up the ladder. That's not fun. That's the easy way out. I guess that's all part of the same bit, which is why it's not cleaning. Fair enough, I guess. Was hoping to get some dings there, but I'll just have to move on. Yes, this is my favorite sound. It's just all that you can hear right now is the glitchy audio. Love it. Tonight's just a chill, laid-back night, I guess. I say that. ATS was not that chill, was it? ATS was balls to the wall whenever possible, just about. Because my truck can do 140 plus miles an hour, so why would I not do it? That's the way to do it, right? Just gotta go fast. Must go faster. What was... Ah, the mantle is... okay. You're not done yet? Okay, there we go. I just like hearing the dings. I mean, it's a satisfying sound, is it not? I think it is. I'll need to get up there at some point because there's a bunch of hidden edges that I'm not able to reach. I got that clean at least. You can see along here, that edge where I didn't clean initially. Yeah, there's a lot of little bits and pieces that I miss doing it this way. I need the longer extension on is probably why. This is getting towards its maximum range. The further away you are, the weaker the spray is. Yeah, see, I wasn't even hitting that for a while there. If I was to do this, it would be a lot better. You know, and I was worried this was only gonna take like an hour to do. I think I'll be lucky to have this mostly done in an hour. This is gonna take a while. Dinosaur. The elephant in the room, which is actually a dinosaur. No, actually it wasn't. How would she know how difficult it is to take down a Tyrannosaurus Rex? I wonder. Seriously though, I don't actually have any clue because I've never played any of the games. And just because I've seen gameplay before does not mean that I remember anything of a story from any of the games. Okay. Thought I'd already cleaned that. Evidently not. I thought I had already gotten that underside as well. Ah, it's that upper bit that is the reason why. Oh, that wall just got cleaned just by that little bit. Very nice. I'm gonna put it on the really short extension because of how close this is. And yes, I could probably just use a ladder to do this, and it would potentially be a lot easier. But the ladder is sitting over in the corner, and why shouldn't I just leave it there? Whoops. Well, that's done at least. Ah. Anything else? Okay, this ceiling goes to over there, that beam right there. Good to know. Lots of little bits have been missed. And it's really hard to tell on this surface. Well, there's always going to be little bits from this angle on these further panels, that's fine. Those are bigger bits, but I'm talking about these tiny little spots like that, and there, and over there. Oh, that was enough. Oh, good. These try different beams. This is actually a different section up here. Okay. As long as it's close enough. It's always been the case with this game. As long as it's close enough. It doesn't have to be perfect, just close enough. Because getting it literally perfect is extremely tedious. And nobody actually wants to do that. Okay, maybe somebody does, but most people do not. This support beam, I imagine, goes all the way down the length of the room, and it does appear to be the case. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything on this side that isn't like the wall and stuff. Wall, bits of the floor. Good, it looks like the tire marks are just coming straight up. Always a good thing. Roughly there, roughly what I have to clean. I feel like power washing a rug is not what you want to do. Like, there are definitely purpose-built machines for cleaning rugs and carpets. I don't know why you'd want to use a power washer to do it instead. Oop, that was the microphone I just bumped into. Globe stand. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I believe the entire rug and floor are one piece, basically. Anything over here? Ceiling support beam, plank ceiling, but note how that continues, and then this continues. That's fine if that's a little... And the panel wall as well. Alright, I guess I can move on to the next little bit. Also, these things are so dirty, but look! There's actually things in them. It's a thing. I wonder if there are any achievements for this. Actually, check real quick, I guess. Not that you can see. You can see my mouse moving around, but that's it. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it. No achievements for the free DLC. Nothing wrong with that. Don't forget to clean the tops. Alright. this rug would be soaking wet by the end of this. Can't even get into this room. Is that a door right there? Yeah, that's a door. Okay, never mind. There's literally doors just as I asked that. Of course there are. How are you not done yet? There we go. How are you not done yet? I don't even think it's underneath, it's just on top there. There we go. Yeah, you can see the tracks were originating from here, so I guess this is the main entryway. There's a button right there. Can I push the button? I pressed the button. Not what I was expecting, but also at the same time I didn't know what to expect out of it, so. Over there. Yeah, the short extension is short enough. Just a little too close, it starts splitting out into the individual spray lines. You can see there's like a gap there and a gap there. Versus if you're further out, it's all one line. But you don't want to shoot too close to yourself, otherwise you end up missing spots. Although that's why I do in like a circular motion. Because that way, you know, you're covering where you've already been, but in a slightly offset pattern that hopefully actually does what you need it to. That's a rock. I'm waiting to hit 40% here and have the next bit of text pop up on the screen. Should be any minute now. Hey. What? That one? Ain't this one, that's for sure. Secret to immortality. You haven't aged a day since 1996, but yet you've also gotten less triangular, shall we say. Less boxy. Or are we ignoring that? Because that's just a consequence of video games being what they were. This is how they've evolved over time, and it's not actually a consequence of the series itself. It's nothing unique to those games, obviously. I'm once again neglecting to use the right click to just always spray until you right click again feature. And instead holding it with left click, which is not optimal, because you don't have to hold it. Nice. Yeah, that's to be expected. What over here isn't done yet? That's not done. Oh, I didn't even go all the way to the center, did I? Very nice. Oh, come on. There we go. I think that's like almost half the room. Not quite halfway in reality. It'd be nice if these walls were split into two sections instead of seemingly just being one full wall that spans from over here to over there. Smaller areas mean that it gets completed that much faster. Also means more dings because there's more stuff to clean. More dings is always a good thing. More dings, more better. The lamp is all one thing, right? It looks like it. By the way, 50%. Whoa! Cool. Also, speaking of what the bot just said, if you join Discord, you're more likely to actually hear random shit from me than you are by, say, following me on Twitter because... yeah, fuck it, I'll say it. Because Elon Musk is an idiot and is destroying Twitter. Yeah, I said it. I was also really nice about how I said it, too. I can be much meaner about it, but I'll leave it at that. I mean, I've not been very active on Twitter really ever. I think I've said multiple times over the years that I should be more active on here, and then I never was. But at least I was a little active. But then he took over and shit started getting worse and worse and worse. And now it's to the point where I don't even know how long I'll still be able to use the site. Sounds like they've gone back on their API changes, so technically I could still use the bot to post to Twitter, in theory. I don't know that I'm going to, just out of spite. Those look nice. But maybe. I've still got a couple mobile apps that seemingly work, which tells me that they're probably not actually relying on the API, and it's just an embedded web view instead. Although maybe that still requires the API, I don't know. I don't know how it works specifically for that, but if they stop working, then I'm off of Twitter on mobile. I'm already not posting, in case they are API-based. I don't want to make it more obvious that, hey, I'm still using a mobile client that can get shut down because it's using the API. And as a result, no, I will not be saying what I'm using. Not Twitterific like I wanted to be. Thanks, Elon. Dick. And then TweetDeck. I genuinely thought for a little while there that my tweets about, you know, needing help to sort out my income for the moment, I thought that those tweets might be my last tweets. Because, well, TweetDeck suddenly stopped working that night. Okay, they won't actually be my last tweets because I scheduled tweets, but yeah, my last, like, manual tweets. Because once I have to use the regular website, fuck that. There's a reason I've been using Twitterific for years now. It's because it's better. What'd you say, Dingle? What is it again? Day 100 of 4 days until Twitter dies? Yeah, something like that. Don't know when it's gonna happen, but it could be any day now. Well, really, when I say Twitterific will stop work, or Twitterific, that one already has stopped working, which is fucking obnoxious. When TweetDeck stops working, I suspect it'll probably be a case of you need to sign up for Twitter Blue in order to get it. Which, yeah, why would you waste money on that just to see ads? Fucking $8 a month. Because, of course, TweetDeck is not promoting ads the same way that the regular site does. So, we don't want the free customers to have that. Obviously, a lot just broke for a little while on Wednesday because of whatever they were doing, but yeah. All this is to say that just basically, if you want to actually hear from me, your best bet is to join on Discord, because Twitter is questionable at best. Imagine paying for something and still getting ads. Oh wait, that's cable TV for 60 plus years. Yep. Imagine paying for TV. Fun fact, TV is the exact reason why I don't have better internet at this point. I think back in 2021 I mentioned that I should be getting better internet. Not that it matters, I've got 100 both ways currently. So, I've got good internet, but in this day and age you can get gigabit for not that much, and that's obviously that much better. Granted, I'll never be able to get more than like 200, 250 megabits per second total throughput to my room, just because I'm using power line adapters and they are limited to about that much. Because shitty cabling in this house. Because I'm over here. The main router, modem, whatever, is over there, the other side of the house, so yeah. But it's because of TV that we don't have better internet, because turns out we've got a bundle. And not a bundle of joy, a bundle of, if you want to go near modifying anything, you'll have to rework everything, and then you might lose channels that you already have, and the cost is gonna... It's just such a fucking pain in the ass. It would be nice to have faster internet. That's the shame of the network in this house. Everything is gigabit except for the power line adapters, which I think are like 600 megabit per second, which is still fine. But I end up being limited to more like 200 just because of the quality of the copper in the walls. Catnip for 500-year-old alchemists. I didn't know that alchemists were cats 500 years ago. Still got a lot of this room to clean. There's the suit of armor over there. Haven't gotten to it yet. You know, I'm getting 144 FPS, but I can hear my GPU fans pretty well. The dinosaur is going to be very annoying to clean, the T-Rex. Also, this doesn't look like a T-Rex. It looks different because it doesn't look like Jurassic Park, and clearly Jurassic Park got it right. Just like they got the Velociraptors right. It's fine that if they didn't actually get it right, our understanding of how creatures that lived 60 million years ago actually were. You know, it only gets better with time. So if we were wrong back in the 90s and it's more right now, then yeah, it's alright. I forget. Is there a button that lets you zoom? Does not look like it. I like how you can actually see the tracks light up better in the orange. Like, they stand out very clearly there. Yeah, that's too far over there. The line on its body from where the arm was blocking it. That's always fun to see. Oh, come on. There we go. Makes an interesting sound. Haven't gotten that edge, and that was all I need. That was all I needed there. Isn't that wonderful? Very nice. End up better as I'm progressing further along the room. Oh, that looks like a lot of fun to clean out. Here, let me just snipe it real quick. Not perfect, but it should be better. Also, I'm gonna have to get up there somehow. That I might need the ladder for. Or I can just, you know, get it from here good enough. Not sure I can get it good enough though. For those side areas. A lot of light coming in through that side. Okay, good enough. That back to there. You know, I was talking a lot on Wednesday about, like, improving the stream and how people probably want a webcam, whereas I don't want a webcam because I just don't feel like putting my face on stream. I'm sure something else that a lot of people don't like, even though in some ways it's something that I'm sure some people do like, is just how little I tend to talk at times. Because obviously, you know, people like to engage with the streamer, they like to talk with them, but they don't always like to initiate, which requires me to initiate conversation, which is, you know, that's fine. But if I'm not initiating a conversation, then people might not be as interested, and people even leave because, well, they're just watching silent gameplay for a lot of it. And that can also be extended to music as well. Like, I don't play any music on the stream, basically, ever. Pokemon games are pretty much the only exception, and that's because most of the older games don't allow you to, well, all of the older games. Before Let's Go, I think it was, didn't allow you to change the music. Yeah, think again, bot. Nice shadow. Little spot all the way over there. I will get you. You see it right there? Ha! The way I look at it from a music perspective, though, bring your own soundtrack. Bring your own music. That way you're not forced to listen to whatever I'm listening to. I don't have to deal with any potential DMCA bullshit. Well, except from Pokemon, because, you know, Pokemon. Although, to be fair, everybody complains about Nintendo takedowns and whatnot. The Pokemon series, from what I've seen, is mostly third parties. And specifically third parties that are trying to uphold copyright or whatever on somebody's remix of a song. Not even the originals. So it's not actually Nintendo going after them, which is why I've got... Well, I had no copyright claims on my YouTube channel. I have 2 currently, because some of the songs in Let's Go triggered some copyright claims. Not the Champions theme, funnily enough. No, that one's fine. It was the Gym Leader and Elite Four themes, I think, that got flagged. So I had to file a dispute, and I'm waiting for that to time out. Because, of course, nobody ever looks at the disputes. You know, they set up these automated takedowns so that, hey, you're using our stuff. We're not okay with that, even if it's not actually their stuff to be filing a takedown for, or a claim for, I should say, not a takedown. And then they don't actually look at their claim inbox, whatever. They just ignore it because, we'll just let it go, and if any get refuted, then we'll just ignore it because, well, we're not really in the right to say that, yes, this is ours, and continue pursuing it further. So we're just going to make them suffer as much as possible by delaying the inevitable. Because, of course, during that period of time where the dispute is ongoing, all ad revenue and such is halted. Not that my videos are actually monetized, or would be monetized even if I could monetize them. Yeah, YouTube would not appreciate some of the videos I make, but anyway. Because that happens, basically it's a matter of just delaying the revenue getting kicked back in. Which does matter to some people. Not to me, but to some people who actually are partners on YouTube. Actually part of the partner program. But yeah, so outside of the Pokemon games, like, bring your own soundtrack. Listen to what you want to. Less of a headache for me. And you can also set individual volume levels between the stream and your music. Excuse me, so you can balance it out nicely on your end as well. If you so choose. Yeah, that's my take on it. I guess there is one other example of a game that I leave the music on for, and that is FTL, because FTL's soundtrack not only is okay, but it's just stupid good. Play records backwards? Oh. Oh. So don't play it. Got it. Just a gramophone. Right. I don't believe you anymore. Because knowing you, it could be the case that that thing just... Yeah, don't want to find out the hard way. Fortunately, I don't have any records on me, so I couldn't do it. It's nice that those finally completed. Should also be close to completing these ceiling bits then. Assuming they're one big bit. Should be close, I said. Since they're one big... Thank you. That was that completing. Oh, the pillar. Should be close on the rug as well. Just get over here a little bit, and good. So we complete the floor as well, since that's pretty close. Or should be. Let me get this pillar while I'm here as well. This pillar with a nice pop. Yeah, I don't have a separate pop filter or anything. I've only got the, Oh. I mean, very satisfying all the dings, but also why is it all separate? There's something in there that I was seeing. I don't know where it is. Not the bookcase shelves and such. Oh well. Yeah, if I ever have the budget, which I don't currently, obviously, but I would upgrade the microphone. And I would probably have an actual pop filter on it, so the pops are not as bad, because pop, pop, pop. Isn't it wonderful? Yeah, I can always tell when I'm making the highlight videos of various streams. Can always tell when there's a P or a B, specifically the P's. Because, oh boy, do they show up very clearly. Okay, there's the floor done. All the dings! Isn't it great? Ah, that's all one thing. Okay. I'm not getting the insides of the things done, though, which is annoying. Oh, you know why? Because those inside corners that I couldn't get. Yeah, the inside corners that I couldn't get from up high because they were obstructed from view. Not much further to go on this. I feel like I still didn't get this guy over here done. Yeah, that would be why right there. Oh. Pillar. Why? No, but seriously, why? I do get easily amused by the dirt shadows on the walls and such behind objects. It's just amusing to me. Don't know why. That is very satisfying, just getting large areas like that finally complete, especially because you can leave a fair amount of dirt behind and still complete it. Thanks to the way the game is programmed. Very generous, very forgiving. Sometimes more so than others. Not always super forgiving. Almost. There we go. Please stand up. It's actually... No, there's no interact option with it. That center beam should certainly be close enough by now. How is it not close enough? Also, please let me jump onto the dinosaur. That is not a sentence I thought I would say anytime soon. If ever. Please let me jump onto the dinosaur. You know, I do actually have a quote system built into the bot. It is severely underutilized to the point where I think... the water is not solid. That was added in 2021. Huh. I should make the quote system better. Make it so it not only has the date in it, but also the game that is cited at that time. I could go back and look and see what I was doing at that time. Do I have more? There's not that many quotes. Yet. So the answer is no, there's no more. Of course, if I had a larger community and thus actually had a need for mods, maybe I could have the mods manage the quotes for me. Rather than having to do it myself. The problem is, nobody wants to watch me, relatively speaking. The variety of reason why people don't want to watch me. I've basically talked about the major ones these last couple of streams. So let's not go there again. Already had those conversations recently. What's this back wall not finished? Okay, there it goes. Where is this beam? Oh, up there, okay. And you, I actually saw more of. You're not as obvious. Oh, that's probably why you're not complete yet. Come on, game. Close enough. What do I still have left to do? Up there, probably. Damn it. Okay, then how about this? Can I climb up here? Doesn't really seem like it. There's still at least 4 different types of objects in here. No, I can't get up there easily. Screw it, give me the damn ladder. Oh, what the hell? The window frames are separate from the windows. It would be that way. Bookcase top, sediment top, pillar. I never did finish off this pillar. Damn it, it's all on the backside too. Well, that's it. You're not even going to be able to see me in the final shot, the final frame. You can see me crouching. Sure, I have no clue who Von Croy is. Nor do I care. There you go. That's it. There's nothing else. And just like this, there's nothing new here. I've already completed everything. I won't scroll all the way down because you start getting into spoilers. Yes, this does have a very interesting story to it for the normal career. Did you know that you can clean the Mars rover? Already done it. Already done both of these as well. But it only ever saves one for whatever reason. Like if I was to try and start this, reset any progress on other special jobs. I've already cleaned it. Blame the game for resetting the progress. Alright. Nothing more to do there tonight. And you know what? Disable that, and then go there. Been 3.5 hours. That's close enough to 4, right? Close enough to what the stream normally is. I still can't believe I got caught off guard by the bot because I forgot to make it so it would actually tell me properly, but it still alerted me in a way that I was not expecting. But yeah, thanks once again to Geek and Papinus for their contributions to the keep me from missing payments fund, if you will. We're still not quite all the way there. Really, it's $85, not $87.50, because that $250 is from Evil's subscription last week. And I won't see that money until next month at the earliest, and depending on what my current balance is on Twitch, that might not even happen next month. It might be the month after, or even the month after that. Because $50 minimum payout, woo! I mean, it's still better than 100, but anyway, 85 out of 150, so we only need another $65. Not that much. It's not that much, and of course, more is better. I did give that original $500 estimate as a, like, get me through the next month instead of just the next couple of weeks. So if we can get closer and closer to that $500, that'll be even better, because basically the higher that number gets, the more time you guys are buying me before I run out of time to get something else sorted, and because I'm sure everybody knows how slow some things can be. You know, it's not just always as simple as snapping your fingers and bam, source of income, right? There's a process to most things, and they take a little bit of time. Some more so than others. But at the very least, I'm hopefully gonna be able to get through the next couple of weeks. I don't think there's a reason why I said 150, but I might be able to finagle something in time that will allow me to do it. But the extra $85 is going to help a lot. It went from no way in hell am I going to be able to pay all these bills to I might just be able to do it now without having to, rush and get something set up in advance. So, yeah. Again, if you want to help out with that, it's my normal tip link, which allows for payments via either PayPal or se.pay, which is Stream Elements system. Either will work. They both take roughly the same amount, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. But the important thing is that if you're going to contribute through one of them. I guess you can also use Ko-fi, but I've never had anybody actually contribute through Ko-fi, so I don't know exactly how it works. But that should also be PayPal. The key thing is not to go through Twitch, because as much as I appreciate you helping out with the sub count or, contributing via bits, again, I'm not going to get any payout from Twitch at this point until the middle of next month. So that money is effectively locked out of reach for me for the next month and a bit. And of course, if you can't contribute, or if you've already contributed, or you just have decided that, no, you're not going to help, that's fine. Not everybody is able to contribute, and of course, those who have already contributed, I thank you. But I am still in need of help here. I'm doing my best to try and make it so that I don't need to rely on people's help as much. But, this is somewhat of an emergency situation of this was an unexpected expenditure in terms of how much was required. And, yeah, I just don't have the money for it. I'm fortunate that it was not any bigger, though, because if it was bigger, then forget about it. This would have been, how much of my shit do I have to sell in a very short amount of time to make sure I stay afloat? Or do I have to go and get some shady loan to try and get it? Something that I can get guaranteed in a short period of time. Because that would be a horrible idea. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully hopefully make it through this next week without issue. But, yeah, the normal link is there. That's how you can help out. And of course, if you know anybody who might be able to contribute and might want to, maybe show them the way here, please. I need the help. I really do. I appreciate your helping me out, even if it's just being here, because of course, who knows? Maybe some random person with a lot of money could show up because, oh, this channel's got a handful of views. Let me see what's up here. Oh, this guy needs money? Here, have a few $100s. Unrealistic and probably never going to happen, but you never know. Even if you just lurk, it's always important here on Twitch. Lurkers are what make Twitch what it is. Without you guys, a lot of channels would be nowhere. As many active chatters as there tends to be, that's still usually only like a quarter to a third of those watching in a lot of situations. Matter a lot. So even if you don't contribute directly, thank you for your support. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I've said what I need to say. Next stream, this is probably going to show this stream. No, it didn't. Good. Probably because the initial game was, yeah, I think I made the thing actually respect. Excuse me, actually respect that. In case you missed it, yesterday, technically not yesterday anymore, Thursday, there was a Nintendo Direct, and they announced that Game Boy Virtual Console was coming to Switch immediately. And that GBA Virtual Console was also coming to Switch, but they locked it behind the extra paywall because, you know, you have to pay for NSO to get any of the Virtual Console stuff, but for N64 and GBA, pay for the extra package for NSO, and then you can have it, because fuck you. Give us more money. Whatever. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to be playing Wario Land 3 tomorrow night on stream. Now, technically, I could play this game at any time, because I have it right here. Literally, right here, in my hands, Wario Land 3. My original copy from when I was a kid. But since it's much more convenient to just hook the Switch up and play it that way, plus I can try out the new system. Let's try it. Right? Let's see how it plays. So, yeah, we're going to be playing this game tomorrow before GTA. And I assume GTA is still going to happen even if EJ's not around for it, because that's how it's always been. Yeah, also, I could never... Like, I actually have no way to stream Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games directly from, like, the original hardware. I can put them on my 3DS, and I actually have done. I don't remember if I put this on there, but even if I could, I'm pretty sure the battery in this cartridge is dead, and so I don't think there's any save data. I can check real quick, actually. Dusty is my Game Boy. Fairly. Unsocket Pokemon Emerald. Oh. Just clean those off a little bit. No, it still doesn't want to read. Now? Wow, I cannot get this to read. Okay, I'll blow in the cartridge just to try that. Oh, I cannot get it to read. That's weird. I know I've had it working before. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I can't skip the intro. which means that it is a new save file. There's nothing on there. Which definitely shouldn't be the case, because I played this game as a kid plenty, and it should be better than that as a result. There should be save files. We'll see this tomorrow night. I like how only the higher pitched noises got that. Yeah, I only have new game. Now if I just insert Emerald, it'll work fine, right? Yeah. But if I insert this again, will it work fine? Yeah, now it does. Probably because I cleaned all the corrosion off the contacts sufficiently. Sufficiently enough. I mean, the contacts don't look that bad at this point, but they definitely don't look brand new. But the battery's dead, so I'd have to use it dumped to my 3DS. Or I'd have to do the thing Nintendo doesn't want you doing and use an emulator. But you know, even if you can do that perfectly legal, Nintendo doesn't approve of that. Anyway, that's going to be tomorrow night, followed by GTA Racing, and then Prop and Seek, or Among Us, or who knows what. I don't know. We'll find out together when the time comes. Anyway, I'm going to run some ads on my way out, as I usually do. I almost started that off with my usual ad break way of saying it, you know. I'm going to take a short break. No, I'm going to take a long break, and I'll be back tomorrow night. I'm going to run some ads on my way out, though, as I said. You don't want to stick around for them, that's fine. On the way out, you're not going to miss anything if you leave now. Although I'd appreciate if you stuck around at least until I'm done talking. The ads don't start immediately, after all. Unless you're delayed by like 20 plus seconds. But regardless, you don't have to stick around for them. That's why they're at the end. You can choose to leave beforehand and go somewhere else, and then you don't have to worry about it. Nice, right? So, yeah. At least 2 different games tomorrow night, if not 3. Probably not 4. But, yeah, I guess that all being said, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully, I'll see you next time. Later.